Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get over to and let's wake up the football gods here on this Monday. We are now done with the bye week. It is time to get back to work for the Dallas Cowboys. And we have some great news. Dak Prescott is no longer using the walking boot. He spent his time during the bye week rehabbing at the Star, running in the swimming pool and everything else, rehabbing the calf muscle and getting it ready to go to play against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. The Cowboys are opening up on the road as a 2-point favorite at the moment. So we'll see how the line and stuff goes and things. And this is going to be good. You know, as much as we love the Cowboys and what they've done so far, I don't know that they have played a complete game just yet. We're winning games, but we're still seeing a lot of penalties. You know, we've seen some problems and issues on the offensive line. You know, we've done some great things. At times we've given up a little bit more on the run. But the thing that's interesting to me, and I think about Anthony Brown, his rookie year, for example. The first half of his rookie year, he was below average at best. But the second half of the season, as he started getting into the NFL grind and learning the system, he got better as the year went on. You could look at Neville Gallimore last year, the same thing. Neville started out, it was kind of meh, but as the season went on, he got better and better. And that's the thing about young players. They're still learning the system. Well, I think we can apply that across the board with the defense. The defense has been changed around so much with the different lineups and guys, being ill from COVID, where Randy Gregory missed time and Marcus Lawrence missed time and Micah Parsons went from a linebacker to really an edge rusher. We've had different combinations of safeties and things. As the season progresses, guys will understand their roles better and better and better, and they will be able to work better in the system. And I think as the season goes on, because we have so much depth and have so many different players, that as other teams lose more and more and don't have that depth, you'll see the Cowboys seeming like they're getting better than everybody else. It's just that they're not getting worse as fast as everybody else. I don't know if that makes sense. But by the end of the season, nobody is really at 100%. Question is how much have you lost versus the other guys you're playing? And I think that's going to bode well. Interesting thing is, it seems like all the really great teams are all in the NFC this year. That the AFC, it's kind of like the redheaded stepchild, where you've seen teams now. The Colts seem to be getting it. Excuse me. It's like 6 in the morning. Forgive me. Getting up, I got to get on the road. It's going to be a long day, so forgive me. Like I said, I'm not quite awake and went to bed late last night. But it seems like all of the really great teams are in the NFC, with the Cardinals being 7-0. And the Cardinals, it's time to start believing that they're for real. Tampa Bay, of course, having a great season so far, 6-1. The Rams, 6-1. Although they kind of got scared a little bit by the Lions. The Lions gave them the run for their money. The Packers going through and beating Washington. Although I will say that Washington beat themselves more than anything else. They lived in the red zone against a team that has not given up, had not stopped anybody in the red zone in 15 tries. That's the Green Bay Packers' Achilles heel. Yet Washington couldn't find a way over and over and over again in the red zone to score touchdowns. So I'm a little bit cautious about the Packers and the Rams. And then, of course, our Cowboys that have won 5 straight and being 5-1. The interesting thing is you look at this. The thing that all these teams have in common is right now, all of them have great quarterback play. You got the Cardinals with Kyler Murray, who has to be an MVP candidate. He's the favorite right now. The Buccaneers, of course, with the GOAT, Tom Brady. The Rams with Matthew Stafford, who yesterday I won't say Matthew Stafford was his best game, and that may be emotional because of playing the Lions and so on. We can throw that one away. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, the bad man. with the Packers and now Dak Prescott. And here's the thing in the NFL. If you don't have a quarterback, you're in trouble. It's the bottom line. And teams are scrambling, trying to find that guy. Right now, Miami, they tanked for Tua, but they're not sure Tua's the guy. They're trying to make a move, of course, for Deshaun Watson, and allegedly the Carolina Panthers are doing that as well. Carolina, who had Cam Newton, and I got to be, if you're a Carolina fan, you got to look and say, why did we cut Cam Newton? After what they've gone through the last year and a half at the quarterback situation, Cam was far better than anybody they've had out there right now between Teddy Bridgewater and then Sam Darnold. They thought, well, maybe Sam Darnold's problem is he's just been a Jet. No, Sam Darnold's problem is he's Sam Darnold. Carson Wentz, as much as he got praised last night about being a great quarterback, sorry, Carson Wentz is just not that guy. And you think about how much has been given up to get him. We thought that Jimmy Garoppolo, and so many Dak Prescott haters that said, I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo's a great quarterback. He was the highest paid quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is not the answer out there in San Francisco. He can't stay healthy, and when he is on the field, he's not that good. And you can go around the NFL and look at all these teams. Washington, who forever has been trying to get a quarterback, for whatever reason, they just abuse them and destroy their careers. Ryan Fitzpatrick is still on crutches, and they may never play again in Washington because his hip, of course, is that screwed up from one game. The Eagles, who thought they had their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years, Carson Wentz, is gone, and they drafted Hurts thinking he's the guy. Doesn't look like Hurts is the guy, and they're scrambling for one. And Danny Dollar Store, well, they got the victory, the lone victory in the NFC East yesterday. But you can't look and say that Daniel Jones is a difference maker and a guy that's going to lead them to a Super Bowl. There's not that many good franchise quarterbacks in the NFL. And it's the truth. And we need to start recognizing that, damn, we lucked the F out. We lucked the F out because we could have had Paxton Lynch. Wow. Dak haters, I know you guys are having hard times right now, but Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, they are for real. It's time to kick back and watch. Wow. The next 13 games and see where it leads for our Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to hit the road. This is going to be short and sweet here. I do have a couple of videos that are loaded up from yesterday. It was funny watching how happy Philly 500 was going in the game when the Eagles were up 7-0 and seemed to be like on a roll and getting it. And unfortunately, it turned for them. And, of course, Philly went sideways. So I have that. That's loaded up. I also have my buddy Rio. Rio, of course, is feeling the same way about his Washington football team. And for those trolls out there from the Eagles, the Giants, and Washington, I miss you, bros. You know what Jimmy Johnson said? If you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. But I guess some of y'all trolls out there didn't get that memo. I'm Mark Holmes, and, well, it's time to roll up out of here.
Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is